Do you want to learn how to install your own WordPress website on a virtual private server? Maybe you don't want to rely on this shared hosting environment. You want your website to have dedicated resources and have the best performance. Then this video is yours, because at the end you should be able to run your own WordPress website on your own virtual private server that you're not sharing your resources with anyone. Before we can accomplish this, we need 4 pieces of softwares. We will need Linux server or Linux operating system. We need Apache, we need MySQL, and we need PHP. So these softwares are called LAMP. To have LAMP setup, we're going to install Linux as an operating system. We will be installing Apache, we'll be installing MySQL and PHP. And most importantly, you have to secure your Linux server first after the installation. So if you're excited, in the description of this video, I'm going to leave my LAMP stack installation video. That video will guide you through how you can install these pieces of softwares. So after you watch that video, you have your live server, a server that can support a website. So that video will walk you through how to order your virtual private server or how to install your Linux server. From there, it's going to show you how to install Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So I assume you've watched that video. Make sure you also secure your WordPress, so your Linux server, right? So in that video, it's also going to show you where you can find those videos to secure your Linux server. Now we're going back to our terminal to log into SSH, and I put port 75. This is because I changed my SSH login port. The videos I recommend, I ask you to watch, those videos will show you how to do all of these things. So we are going to now log into our server. Now we logged in successfully to our server. We want to check our Apache to see if Apache is up and running. And I assume you've installed Apache with the video I asked you to watch. So we're going to look for Apache status. So just put sudo systemctl status Apache 2. Hit tab and hit enter. Now enter your server's password. Okay, enter your server's password, hit enter, and Apache is up and running. So after installing Apache and following the right or the correct procedures as I illustrate or demonstrated in those videos, you should have Apache up and running just like this. Now Control C to close the session. Now we clear, and we're going to check for PHP version. So we want to see if PHP is actually installed. So after you successfully install PHP, just type php-v, hit enter, and you should see your PHP installed. Next, we want to see our SQL, whether SQL is installed. So let's put MySQL-v. Okay, hit enter. Now if you're not able to check the version, just put systemctl, right? Let's see if it's up and running. So just put systemctl status MySQL, hit tab, enter, and MySQL is running. So PHP is running, MySQL is also running. So the next thing we have to do is we want to update our whole system. So sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Put y, hit enter. Now our system is going to upgrade, all right, update itself. So let's wait patiently for our system to upgrade. Now that our system is upgraded successfully, let's download WordPress. Okay, so the way we do that is we want to navigate into a directory called var. Inside here we go www. Inside here we put html. Hit enter. Now list, and we have these two files inside. Please, if you have anything there, you can delete it. So just delete them. Put sudo remove. You're going to mention the name of those files that you want to remove, and then we'll add the other one. So right, hit enter, list again, and now we've removed everything completely. All right, so in a case where WordPress needs different version to function, something like PHP version 8.3, and you have only one version, how do you switch to other versions? Enter this code and see if you have multiple PHP versions installed. So when you enter this code, it's going to tell you that there's only one PHP version installed. All right, so what do we do? Please, we're going to install our other versions. Now I have some code in the description. Copy that code and paste it here. Most of this code will be, or commands will be pasted in the description of this video. So enter the following commands. This will allow us install multiple PHP. Next, enter this command. And wait patiently. Clear our screen. Next, update your whole system by entering this command. Next, enter the following command. Now, if you want PHP version 8.1, you copy from here to here. And this will include those PHP extensions that are compatible with that particular PHP version. So I want us to install PHP version 8.2. So I'll simply copy this command. From there, go back and we're going to paste that command here. And this is going to install PHP version 8.2. Remember, our current PHP version is 8.1. So this will install that PHP version plus its extensions. And these extensions are important for WordPress to work. So hit enter. Hit enter again. And wait patiently for this new PHP version to be installed. Let's restart Apache by entering this command. Hit enter. And Apache is restarted. Now let's clear our screen and check for our PHPs. Okay, so we're going to now check for available PHP versions. So enter this command and hit enter. So right now we have PHP version 8.2, which is the default. We have 8.1 here and 8.2. So this 8.2 is the one we get installed. All right, you can repeat the same thing for any PHP version you want. Now if you want to switch between PHP versions, read this. Please enter Press enter to keep the current version or type selection number. So if you want to, just put 2 and hit enter. Now enter this code again and version 2 is now selected, right? So I'll send you back to 0, which is the default, and we are now on the PHP default version. All right, so we close this and then let's install PHP version 8.3. For this, all we need to do is to enter this command, but first let's clear our screen. So enter this command, go back, we're going to copy this command, we'll paste that command here, hit enter. So this is going to install PHP version 8.3 on our server. Now that we have that installed, all right, so you just clear your screen and restart your Apache server. So sudo systemctl restart Apache 2, hit enter. So we've restarted our Apache server, which is Apache 2. Now let's check for our available PHP versions. So for this, we enter our code, like this, our command, hit enter, and now PHP version 8.3 is there. Now we want to switch to that version, so let's put 3 and hit enter. All right, now type PHP version and see, and now PHP version 8.3 is the one we have active. Next, type PHP -m to see all the modules or extensions that are available. Hit enter, and these are the extensions available. Now WordPress needs some extensions to function, so it's important you have them there. In case these extensions are not included or they need a specific extension, please enter this command, clear your screen and enter this command. So it's important you enter this command, right, to install the required PHP version, PHP extensions for your WordPress. Most of these extensions are already installed because when we're installing the versions, the PHP versions, I included those extensions, but still it's important to enter that command. So it's going to overwrite, so hit enter again and wait patiently. We are done installing those extensions. So sudo systemctl restart Apache 2, hit enter. So we've restarted Apache. We can now clear our screen. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're now going to download WordPress. All right, so for this, just put wget, and we're going to enter the download link for what? WordPress. Okay, so I'll take you to where? Google. So I'll take you to Google and let's type download WordPress. All right, scroll down, right click on this button and click on copy link address. Go back to your terminal and we're going to paste that link here. Hit enter. Permission denied. All right, so let's put sudo. Okay, so put sudo in front of, hit enter, and wait patiently. All right, so let's list, hit enter, and we've successfully downloaded WordPress. So what I have to do is, we can still put sudo unzip. All right, so let's put unzip and mention the name of the zipped file and hit enter. Now that the program is not available, unzip is not available, just clear your screen and put sudo. We have to install it, so sudo apt install zip. All right, and unzip and unzip, hit enter. So this is the program we'll be using to zip and unzip files or zipped files, right? So we're going to list again, clear our screen. Okay, so list, and we do sudo unzip. Okay, we mention the name of that file we want to unzip. So right now it's unzipping our file, our zipped file. So let's list again, and now we have this directory called WordPress. Okay, let's remove this zip file. So let's put rm or sudo rm, sudo remove the name of that file, hit enter. So remove it. Next, so now what we're going to do is we're going to copy the content inside WordPress, because if I do this list, you see we're going to copy all the content here and put it inside HTML. We don't want our content to be in a directory called WordPress. So let me clear my screen and show you. Oh, sorry. Let me clear my screen and show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to copy the content inside here and put it inside here. All right. So the way we do that is, let's put sudo, and we're going to not copy but rather move. So we're going to move it. So let's move. We want to cut everything. Okay, so we're going to move the content inside our WordPress directory, but remember we want to move everything, including directories, including folders, so all files and folders. So it's a recursive move, and we will pick everything. So this is going to move everything from the WordPress directory to var www html. Okay, so to var www html. Okay, so now hit enter. Sorry for that. Let's use the copy. So we're going to rather copy. So put cp. We are going to copy everything in the WordPress directory. Everything. This means everything to the var www and html. Hit enter and wait patiently, and everything is copying to that directory. All right. So now let's list, and now we have everything here. Now we're going to remove or delete this directory, okay, which is here because it's no longer needed. That's the content that we just moved to the current directory. So the way we do that is we simply do sudo remove, and because it's not empty and there are things there, you have to put R, and we're going to put WordPress. Hit enter, and we are done. So list again, and there's nothing like WordPress directory there. Okay, so next what we want to do is we want to put sudo and want to use a text editor called nano. All right, but before that, there's an important file here called wp-config-sample. We're going to rename this file. We're going to remove the sample and leave it as wp-config because this is where we'll be entering our WordPress database. So the way we rename it is we're going to use the move. So move the wp-config.sample to wp-config.php. Hit enter, list again, and now we have wp config. Next, we're going to edit this wp config by using sudo and a text editor called nano. After that, we'll mention the name of the file we want to edit. So wp-config. Hit enter. Scroll down, and there's a part here, database name. So we'll be creating database with the help of MySQL. We'll be creating a user, password, and we're going to allow all privileges. The way we do that is, let's go back. So I'll cancel it, Control X, and let's clear our screen for now. So we're done with the WordPress aspect. So this part of the video will now show you how you can create database and user to connect to your WordPress website. To log into MySQL, let's put MySQL dash user is root dash password. Hit enter. If you can't remember your MySQL password, there's a video in the description that will show you how to reset your password. After entering your password, just hit enter, and we are logged into MySQL. So next, we're going to create our database. So enter the following command, and we give it a name. So db. So this is the name of my database. Okay, you feel free to also enter your database name. So db name is going to be the name of my database, like this. So we enter this command, create database db name, hit enter. Next, enter this command to create your user. Now my user is going to be called db user, and then identified by password. Okay, so your user, you must create a password for your user. So I'll enter my password. All right, so this is my password. Make sure you take notice of these passwords, these details, because you'll be needing them to input them in your wp config file. So I'm going to write my password, or I can paste it somewhere. So let me write that quickly. All right, so now that I've entered my command to create my user and my password for my user, just hit enter, and we are done creating our database, user, and password. After that, next up, we're going to allow all privileges. Okay, so you enter this command, grant all privileges on your database. So this is your database name, which is the one we just created here. To so we allow all privileges to what? Or user, which is db user, which is the one we just created here. Hit enter. Okay, so now we have to just flash our privileges. All right, let me enter that one more time. All right, so I did not spell the privileges correct, so just put flash privileges. Okay, so we flash our privileges. After flashing your privileges, we're going to exit out of MySQL. All right, so we exit out and we restart. So sudo systemctl we're going to restart MySQL. Okay, sorry, not MySQL but Apache. So just put Apache 2, hit enter, and we've restarted our Apache. Now that that is done, let's locate. Okay, so let's say okay, we're going to locate what, or this file, which is here. So we'll locate it like this, and then we're going to edit it. So let's put sudo nano wp config, hit enter, scroll down, and we're now going to enter our details. Okay, the database details we created. So database name is db name, remember, so I put db name. User is db user, so I remove that and put db underscore user. Password, remember, passwords, this is my password, capital SLO double quote. All right, so after entering your database details, let's scroll down and we're going to update our WordPress salt keys. Now these are there for encryption purposes. All right, so if you want your WordPress website to be more secured, it's important we update these keys. So the way we do that is, let's go back to your browser and type WordPress salt keys or salt API. Click on this first link. All right, okay, so we copy our keys and go back to our terminal, and we're going to remove these keys and then replace them with the ones we just copied. So I'm just going to delete everything here. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just right click and click on paste. Good, and we're done. So now let's save our changes here. So Control S, Control X. Good. So we're done updating our WordPress salt API keys. Now our WordPress site will start encrypting some vital data. Okay. So now that we are done with that, let's go back and check our domain, not our domain but our IP. Let's go to our browser, open a new tab and type our IP address. All right, so let's enter your IP address, hit enter, and now congrats, our WordPress website is loading. Okay, this is the installation page, but we don't want to use IP address. We want to have it as our domain name.com/ and not IP. So how do we do this? We're going to order a domain name from this hosting provider. Scroll down and we're going to enter a sample domain name here. So just enter your domain name, okay, your WordPress website's name. .com, you can pick .net, okay, click on continue. Congrats. Now you leave it as 1 year and add to cart. Go down and pick DNS management, domain name server. Okay, so domain name system, DNS management. Just click and pick. It's $5 per year. It's important, so add it. From there, click on continue. Now accept and place an order. So once your order is placed and successful payment is made, your domain name will be registered. Now let me show you how that looks like. So I'll just click on login because I already have my domain name here. So click on your domain name. From there, click on host records. Here, click on add new record. Now we want to put here at, so just put at and leave it as a record and enter your IP address here. Okay, so my IP address, and I'm going to paste my IP here and click on update. Let's go back to our terminal and clear our screen, and we want to navigate to a directory called, that's the SC directory. That so go to the SC directory and we're looking for Apache. Okay, so let's go to Apache 2 directory, and inside Apache 2 we're going into sites available directory. So go into sites dash available directory, okay, and inside this directory we're going to create, so we're going to create and we're going to put .conf attached to it. So conf, hit enter. Enter your service password, enter, list again, and now we have this file. We're going to edit it with sudo nano, enter the name of your website and open it. Let's paste this virtual host code, or code here. So I'm going to paste some code. We paste that code here. Now make sure you change this email to your email, this to your exact website domain name without HTTP or HTTPS. Just enter it as it is, the www version of your domain name, and leave this path as it is, here as it is. And next we're going to save our changes. Now later in my other video, I will show you, my next video, I will show you how to install SSL certificates for your site. So after that, we'll be updating this to 443, which is the SSL protocol. Next, we're going to update our error log path. Okay, so just change the example.com to your website name.com. In my case, it's XYZ. So I'll take the same thing and update it here. After that, we save our changes, Ctrl S and Ctrl X. Next, enter this command, hit enter. And we're going to reload our Apache. So just copy this command, paste, hit enter. So when you see this error, all right, ignore it. Okay, I entered the wrong password. So what we want to do is just put sudo systemctl. Instead of the reload, just say restart. Okay, so restart Apache 2, enter. Excellent. The ownership of our HTML directory. So you enter this command. I'll have these commands in the description. So enter that command. Next, after changing the ownership, we're going to change the permission of that directory. So just put sudo, hit enter. And finally, we're going to restart. So sudo systemctl restart Apache 2, hit enter. Clear our screen. Now let's go back to our browser, type our domain name, hit enter, and it's going to redirect us to this WordPress installer. Select your language, click continue, enter your site title. Let's put something like test site. Username, I'll just put admin, and password, I'll put the same admin. All right, but on a productive site, do not do that. Okay, enter strong details, confirm your weak password, and enter your email. Okay, so I'm putting a test email here. All right, so this is now very simple for you to do. Gmail, and we click on what? Success. Click on login, enter username and password on login, and we are on our WordPress dashboard. In my next video, I'll be showing you how you can install SSL certificate for your WordPress website. Okay, so remember to watch that video. Thank you for watching this training. Hoping to see you in that video where we're showing you how to install SSL on your VPS. Thank you and bye bye.